Am I loud and clear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Okay.
turn me up, Michael. Turn me up.
Whew, turn me down.
Turn me up.
Did you just see what we just did? We just signed the door on the Branded Film and Media Studio in the podcast studio. We wanted to start that because we were really trying to figure out what we were going to do with that door because it kept showing up in the back of our
it's just a white.
video. It was just a white, so we threw the sticker up. But hey, welcome to the Branded Film and Media Podcast in Decatur, Texas. We're right here, right now in our studio. We have Cooper. Say hey.
What's up, everybody? How we doing?
We have Marie Rieger.
Hello, hello.
And myself, Kason Caraway. We are excited to do another podcast. We wanted to hammer out one for another week and talk a little bit about what we're doing behind the door. Cooper, we were going to do like a painting or something on this door. What was your first initial thought, and where are we at right now on it?
Yeah, so I thought it would be cool to actually my first initial thought was to have like Polaroids or like pictures of everyone that came in to do it and just kind of make it a wall of that. And then I like the idea of doing a mural and having it just painted up there and then either throw Polaroids or the signatures. But then so your sister-in-law or
So my future sister-in-law,
Future sister-in-law.
if my brother-in-law would hurry up and ask her and get this done,
She is
deal.
pretty awesome. I met her Saturday.
She's awesome. She's a great girl. Amanda Salsi, that's her last name. She's from New Hampshire. I can't really say it, but anyway, she has a blog, and on Instagram it's called The Proper Seal. And so I invited her in. She was here from Boston or New Hampshire, or actually Worcester outside of Boston. And I said, "Come on in. I want to show you this podcast. You're doing great things, and let me put you in here." And so we knocked out a quick little podcast. And we were like, man, what do we, how do we, she didn't have a sticker. We thought about stickers to throw on the door.
That's
we didn't
right.
have that. We thought about the painting, all this stuff.
Yeah.
I was like-
they all had logistics. Like if the Polaroid ran out of film or,
Oh, absolutely.
like somebody would always be left out for whatever reason.
So I think a permanent marker, and I still like the idea of stickers to throw up there. So that's where that works. So
Yes.
Amanda was the first one to sign it off on it, and we have to do it as well. So anybody that comes in, our previous people that have used our studio to do a podcast have got to come sign our door,
Yeah. We
and
need
it'll show
Jared,
up in the background there.
Jared, Curtis,
Yes.
Beverly, Sally.
And we're gonna make them do their Instagram handles and sign it. So that's pretty cool. That's what we're doing. That's
I
what we
dig
got going on. And we've
Love
had a busy weekend. Each member of Branded Film and Media has come off a very, very busy weekend, and we are already starting with a busy week. And it is May 17th, and we are rolling with the Branded Film and Media company. And Cooper has got a lot to do. Tell them a little bit about what you got. We all are going on this trip together, but explain that, and then also explain, man, what are you doing to prepare to take all this equipment to another state?
Yeah, so this has been a quick turnaround. I was just recently up in Pennsylvania. So coming off from that, getting back just last night, quick turnaround to try to get into our event today, and then flying out first thing in the morning. So, going to two parts of the country, coming from Pittsburgh back home to Texas and back up to Montana. So I'm having to like offload and dump all the footage that we got. I'll probably have to buy a couple more SD cards just to make sure, because this camera that I shoot with it brings in a lot of information, a lot of data. So I'm gonna probably buy a couple more SD cards. All my equipment, I've got it bagged up, but I've got a pretty good system going on now. I figured out through some testing in Virginia Beach, and then this Pittsburgh trip that I can fly through and carry on my drone stuff. And with no problems. They don't even stop me.
checking everything.
Check-
I mean,
checking-
sorry, carry on everything.
Carry on everything. Yeah. So I've always been a carry on kind of person. I just want one suitcase, one backpack.
My wife taught me how to do that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
minimalist.
The best way.
Yep. So that's a whole lot. So I've got to do laundry, and then I got to find stuff to pack, and then I've got to get all this gear packed up and ready to go. So lots of work.
Well, let's just talk about really what cameras are we bringing, and I'll tell you what I'm bringing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So carrying the Canon EOS R5. It's a mirrorless, and then we've got
Big camera.
It's a big camera with a nice lens on it. And then we got we have different mics. We have the Rode Pro lapel mic, and then we have the big. If you guys have seen me walk around with the big fuzzy thing on that, so that's the shotgun mic. We're also I'm bringing the Ronin, which is our gimbal. So bringing the gimbal
For
setup.
smooth, like where you can walk, run, / go right on the side by side, and it's not shaky.
Right. Yeah, for extra smooth footage on that, and then a couple of different standing tripods to do panning and nice still, very very smooth shots with that too. Just we're going to be up in Montana, so keep that thing off the ground and keep it level and get those nice horizons and shots and landscape shots out there.
Drone,
We got the drone. Yep, bringing the drone. With
which
a couple
we're still running the Mavic Pro
Mavic
2 or
2.
just okay, yeah.
Mavic 2 Pro. Yep, so running that. It's got a great sensor.
We've had that for a couple of years now, right?
Yep, I'm still getting great stuff out of it. The f-stop goes all the way down to 2.8, letting lots of light in, and which is great for
Low light.
shooting at low light. Yeah.
And then I'll bring the GoPro because I'm sure we'll be next to some birds and some dogs, just action shots. So and also having that to document the travels, through the airport, behind the scenes, not only for our client, but maybe for the branded travel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Branded travel
Yes.
vlog.
I'm packing my cell phone and my cell phone charger.
Great, Marie.
Man,
Hey,
all that
good to go.
equipment.
You will be actually gathering some pretty good content for us to use, though.
Yes.
That's
Oh
what's
my
that's
goodness.
what's going to be cool.
That's my
Not only are we
favorite
there for
part.
our client, but we're there to help show people what we do in a daily job or a job that Cooper goes through, on a media or a
Yeah.
film job, I guess.
And
it
make
is.
sure Flusham High is also promoted.
Yeah. So tell them, you guys got to know this guy via conversation and how that came about. Tell me a little bit about this guy who we're going to.
Yeah, so Jim O'Shea, he's been the owner and operator. He and his wife do it up there in Montana and
Flusham High
Flusham High
Kennels?
Kennels. Yep,
Okay.
Flusham High Kennels.
In what part of Montana?
Montana. I'm not even sure. It's kind of remote, so
Middle
it's
of
like
nowhere.
It's Glenn's or
it's 2 hours kind of southeast even of Billings, Montana.
it's right on the Yellowstone River.
Or Yellowstone River. Yep. So they've been there. He's been in business for like 35, 40 years. And he actually saw Amelia
Amelia
Baxter
Baxter's.
with Bad Habit Gun Dogs. He saw her video and actually reached out to her and said, "Hey, it's a great video. I need one for myself." And we got in contact, and he's super knowledgeable about what he's been doing. He's got a great thing going on up there, and he's been in this for a long time. So he was doing a lot of magazine ads,
Wow.
and was seeing great returns on running his ads for years. And then he said it just kind of stopped and fell off, and he's not getting any return on his,
On his
investment in marketing in magazines.
So he saw Amelia's video and he's like, "Who made that?" Amelia was kind enough to share his contact to us, or however that started. We like, "Hey, Amelia, are we stepping on your toes? Can we do this? Can we help this guy too?" And she's like, "Absolutely. Do what you got to do." And he's in
It's actually
Montana,
called Glendive, Montana.
Glendive.
Glen
Yes.
Dive, Montana. That's where we're going.
That's
That's
where we're
where we're
heading.
going.
We're tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. flight. We're leaving the studio at 5 a.m.
Yes, you arrange for a taxi
Yeah,
so
so-
we can work and meet the whole way.
Yep. So I'll have my local Wise County taxi is Jim Lambert. I call him Mr. Lambert. He gives me a ride if I need a ride whenever, I got clients or if I need to entertain or whatever it may be. Gets us home safe and lets me work in the back seat if I need to. So not say I'm bougie or anything, but sometimes,
It sure
10
takes a lot of stress out.
oh man. And we're going to be leaving super early and getting back super late. And we're only there till we're coming back Thursday. We're leaving Tuesday. We're coming back Thursday.
Yeah,
So
quick turnaround.
So I just needed that for us. We're all busy. We all have our lives. We have, we have to come home back home to our families and make sure that's all number one priority. And so yeah, we're getting a little ride and from Decatur, about a 50-minute taxi ride, but it'll be fine.
It'll be all right. It'll be
Anyways,
fun.
it's a Suburban, by the way. It's just a funny story about that. And if we have time to tell this little story, so my friends, Matt Fisher with Trinity Street, invited a group of us to go to a concert in Bowie. And I found this guy, this Mr. Lamern, who walked in my office here across the street, my Parker Properties real estate office. And he basically cold called me and with a business card, didn't have anything else. He's like, I just respected the hustle so much. And it's like, finally, what, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I needed a ride, or I wanted to get everybody there, 8 people there safely. And so he told me what he drove, but I told them, hey guys, be looking, I went on like internet and found like a 1985 blue Suburban, and I went on edit and markup on iPhone, and I put taxi service and wrote his phone number on it. I said, all right. And I sent it to the group. I was like, hey, guys, everybody be looking for this taxi or be looking for this Suburban. It was like a 1980s blue Suburban. Square. It was hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they were like, oh, okay. Like really didn't know what to say. And some of them were, Jake Hayes was like, man, can it seat enough? And all this. It was so funny. Long story short, he shows up in 2019, newer Suburban. And it's just a really, really funny story. But anyway, so yeah, we're packing in. I'm excited to leave in the morning, and we got a lot of work to still today. So we wanted to pump out this podcast so it's be aired while we're gone. And we're actually getting some feedback on this thing.
The response from the podcast that we've done so far is it's really blowing me away. It's catching me off guard, and I'm just so
what are you
thankful that people are listening. 18-year-old stopped me and said, Miss Rieger, and I said, yes. Were you one of my students? I didn't teach you. And he said, no, ma'am, I haven't met you, but I've watched all 3 of your podcasts, and I think that you're doing a fantastic job.
Wow.
An 18-year-old.
Awesome. 18.
A local kid?
Yeah. He works at State Street.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel good, Cooper?
I love it. I love to hear that, man.
Yeah. And so many times I've listened all the way through. I usually don't even listen to any podcast, and much less all the way through. And I just keep listening.
Man, I mean, that makes me feel good because we're not pushing an agenda on anybody. We're just here to show people that real conversations can be had in our industry and in our community. And real conversations is something that we've all kind of starved for. And we support so many people in this town. Showing support back to us,
I know
it feels pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you guys. Thank you for, consuming our content, because as everybody knows, the grind and the hustle behind it is a lot of work. But so Marie, tell everybody about what's going on with Beverly Ross.
Yeah.
Speaking of our community and, our love and support.
Yeah. So we've been working really hard on this event that was supposed to be Facebook Live tonight. And she texted us last night. She said, I'm dealing with some things, guys. I'm going to have to go to the doctor in the morning, and please pray. So of course we all did. And, we were just waiting to see, and it turns out she, it's a medical emergent, her prognosis is still good. But she is going to, have to take some time off. And so it's just postponed. So
her big event, her event to raise funds to help, Jenny's Hope is the name of the organization, and was postponed due to Beverly not being able to make it, even though so much work has led up into this. And
it was up in the air. We thought, do we, some people are like, let's go. And of course she probably was like, do it without me. And no, we cannot, we just can't.
Well, she's created something that's so powerful and so moving for everyone that, number one thing tonight for her is to make sure that prayers are surrounding her and people are surrounding her. And I think that's number one number one thing, get her healthy. Don't let her stress about it. It's okay.
Yep.
If we extend this thing, it's not a big deal. I heard Rosie Hayes and Emma, my wife Emma, were out at the event this morning when we were leaving. As we were coming back, they were leaving. Our branded team was there at 9 a.m., 9:30 this morning, setting up and getting everything live streaming ready. And they left, and they could tell they were deflated, but they were donating all the food.
Yes.
Taking all the food that had been purchased and catered and, paid for is going to be donated.
Mm-hmm.
The flowers, I'm sure, will be arranged to, that'll be fine. And the event will still go on. And in my opinion, it'll be bigger and better than it would have been tonight, because, by then maybe we can have it all one big in-house event instead of all basically virtual.
Yeah, she may be recovered enough to have, the big one that she wants to. And I text her right away and I said, no matter if it's tonight, we're waiting on the decision. Whether it's tonight or later, it's going to be beautiful.
Yes.
We just need you to focus on love and feel these prayers that are pouring in.
Mhm.
Just focus on that, and everything else will be taken care of.
Take a deep breath, Beverly Ross. Feel the prayers, feel the love. Everybody's going to take care of Jenny's Hope. We're going to make this keep going. Our community is going to continue to support what you've started.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Well, anything else on that one, Marie?
Ooh, yeah, I'm just about to change the Majestic back to We Love Beverly Ross. So any type of messages you want to send to her or her organization, please feel free. And
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard it yet, but we recorded a podcast on Friday, and I just loved it.
With
I hope I'm not
Beverly and
sounding
Sally.
cocky, but it was just such a great conversation with those two, and
It was a great
Mhm.
conversation. Yeah, but I watched every bit of it up there and in my downtime up in Pennsylvania, and man, what that was it's great. No wonder you're getting great feedback, from people, and it was awesome.
We need to
So,
get Beverly to come back and sign our sign our
She does
door.
need to come
sure.
back and sign
Sally,
the
And
board.
Sally.
Yep.
Sally is
Yeah. Oh, and I do have to talk about the hat. I've had multiple requests to see my eyes. These headphones are huge.
They're
They're
just
made
so
for
made
big
for men, I guess?
guess my head's kind of small, and so I just had the branded hat which was so small. Especially my dad. Shout out to my dad. Uh, he said, "If you do one, stop. I can't see your face. I can't see your eyes," and just multiple people. So hopefully this is a little better. And we're Twinkies today, but
You oughta
I love
see
this hat.
Yeah, thank you. Michael, and you can't see Michael because he's our studio manager behind the scenes right now, but Michael and Cooper are wearing the same shirt almost
Yeah,
today.
we're
Yeah,
also
we got
Twinkies.
two sets of twins.
Yep.
He's laughing over there.
Yeah.
But no, it's all good. I'm coming off of a big event on Saturday that the Decatur Chamber of Commerce put on, and that was the Ader from Decatur Food Truck Challenge, and that thing blew up. Oh my
was
goodness.
Crazy.
There was so many people. It was like such a awesome thing for our community. I think everybody was just starving to come back and do something. It was like people were excited, smiling. There was 18 food trucks. We were, tons of food coming in. And as in like selling out of the food trucks, that was one of the biggest things. We sold tons of tickets for that, and gave away best prizes or grand champion to 4 other categories. And the food trucks had a great day. They made money. They were happy. They were will definitely, I'm sure, come back no problem. And then we had the kid area. It was like in
That was amazing. I knew there were going to be that many food trucks, but the kids zone, the way that it was gated off.
Yes.
I mean, you
Jump
could
Party
get-
Texas.
Oh wow.
It was so good about bringing everything that they had. The sponsors behind that were so grateful for them to donate their money to help put that on.
That
And
bull. I don't know how many bull videos either I've posted or seen.
yeah,
That was
I saw where Jeremiah Green had one. Did you see where Capri tagged you in one there?
I
She said
posted it on his personal page or his business page with music.
it's so funny because Capri got video and she goes, "It's all yours, Marie," knowing that Marie was going to take it and post it on his
Oh, I
social media
did.
page.
Go check out Crown.
Yes, that was so
Fabrication.
good. And everybody that James Woods to Mark Airy to Jim Lambert with I can't remember the mortgage company he works for. I apologize, Jim. But anyways, there's just so many people. Prime West. I mean, First State Bank, all these big donors and $100 donors to $3,000 donors that put on this on. As the chamber president, I'm so thankful and honored that we were able to put that on, and I know our board and our staff was so happy with it. We got the numbers back. We made plenty of money to break even and some, and that's our ultimate goal as the Chamber of Commerce, is to put on events and use events to market and promote brands or companies that donate to our board or to our chamber, and do commerce and just spread marketing and networking and put on events for the community. So
And
giving
the
back.
vendors, that's a whole
43
new
plus
way
vendors.
to market, and I called it the gauntlet.
It was a
How
lot
you
of
set it up, and you had to walk through the vendors to
Mhm.
even get into the event, which was genius.
Mhm.
And then the setup, you had the high school there with tons of plants, all types of businesses. I saw someone giving tattoos. That
Yes.
was
I saw
awesome.
that.
That was-
I saw that, and yeah, I'm a big fan of that. Like someone just laying down, getting
I almost went and
chatted
got
up
one
up
just because
there.
they
I
set
mean,
up. It's like,
too.
good gosh, thank you for taking the time to do that. Hopefully they did well. I mean, that was
Yeah,
great.
but it was just
I
so
wish I
many
had
people were happy. The
Misty
food
and Shelby here
trucks.
to tell every sponsor that was, donated
know.
money. There was just so much donations. If I didn't say your name right or donate, mention their donations, just keep, understand that we appreciate it. And we saw it. We recognized it. Ader Liquor, Decatur Heat and Air. There was just so many good donations. Ryan
Mhm.
Realty had another Sassy Savory Award given away. I'm just thankful for everybody that donated money because it's a selfless act. I mean, you're doing it, yes, to help us promote you, but a lot of volunteers. Michael Eaton was there. Michael was worked all day. I saw all of my board members working their tails off to put on this event, and that concert from Jared Morris and William Clark Green was the biggest and coolest thing that I've seen in a long time.
Thousands.
I mean,
Thousands of
and it
people.
was William Clark Green killed it. Jared Morris killed it.
Oh, and the rain didn't
Oh,
even
it's-
slow it down.
It was.
I mean, people just toughed it out. And
I was about to. I thought I was going to make an announcement. I was like, guys, I thought we were gonna. I had. I think it was Shelby and Jared or somebody went and unlocked all of the barns, like the rabbit barn, the sheep barn, the cattle barn, the swine barn, had them unlocked. So if we had to open them and everybody could take cover if it was raining, because we were going to have the event, like the sound and guys that for William Clark Green was like, yeah, we can do it to a certain extent, but when it's pouring down rain, we got to cover everything. And I was just like sitting there looking above the clouds, just like hoping that they would part. I mean, it was misting, like spitting a little bit heavy. And then Jared just 7:30, Jared Morris kicked off and just went with it.
and then there was a rainbow.
And then it cleared up and there was a giant rainbow behind it. And
Man.
it did continue to spit every now and then, but it was nothing serious. And nobody really left. I didn't see
No.
anybody leave.
Well, I think just more people came in. They just put on hats and whatever. Nobody
There's a
cared.
lot of
Everybody
people
was
there,
so
man.
excited to be out and dance and hear music. The musicians loved it and had so much
Silhouette
fun.
Dance came during the middle of the day and they performed. The parents all came. Oh man.
I've had multiple musicians say, "I want to play on that stage before.
wow.
We have a band, and let's get some local
Especially with all those,
people."
that is just so much work behind the scenes to set all that up, and then the setup and during the day, it's growing. If it grows any bigger, we're going to need even more of a
It's gonna grow.
organization,
all coming back plus
structured
some.
system to put it on. Because this year made money, did well, did what we were supposed to do. I didn't hear any complaints. Nothing but graves and so many people there. So that was so cool. And we were selling. We're going to be selling shirts online for the food truck challenge. If you go to the AderFoodTruckChallenge.com, which is on the Decatur Chamber's website, there's a tab for the Ader Food Truck Challenge, specifically tab. And if you hit the 3 bars on the right, there's a 2021 merch option, and you can go in there. So we put it out to the shop in Decatur and Ink and Stitch out of Bridgeport to make shirts. So you can click and order your shirts, and they can drop ship them to you. So go on there. I just want to put that little plug out there to go buy your shirt because I had a lot of compliments with the one I was wearing, and
Yeah,
they did a good job.
There's long sleeve, short sleeve, and tank tops.
Yeah, it's everything they would ever need to,
Mhm.
and remember the day, I guess. So vendors had a good day. Food trucks had a good day. We sold
They all sold out. of
so
food,
much
right?
beer. So
Can you-
they were slinging. First State Bank beverage tent was slinging some drinks all night long.
All
The
day.
Decatur Police Department, the fire department, everybody, all the chiefs involved with that are, huge shout out.
And I wanted to make a comment about the police department. They were having fun too.
Mhm.
It wasn't like they were there out to bust people or get people. They were just out there to keep people safe. Watch
number
out
one
for
goal is-
fights and people driving
Yeah,
while
that's,
intoxicated. But every cop I saw was smiling and interacting with people. It was
That's-
really great.
I love Decatur so much. I can't even tell you. Our community in like people that move in, they just got to accept it. Like they were like the police department was not there to break up anything. There was nothing going on. Not that it was like big, but like it was all about safety,
Mhm.
safety, 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 and we did it.
Yeah.
So
It was
thank you.
great.
That was-
Congratulations. Good job.
it's all my all the volunteers and all of the board of directors and all the free selfless act work. I mean, just donate your own time to go do this. And
Yeah, I don't know if you want to hear this now, but people said, "Can we do that more than one time a year?"
yeah, there's other organizations in town that can help. I mean, there's got to be other ways. I mean, there's that venue out at the Wise County, Sheriff's Grounds or Posse Grounds. That's a great spot to do stuff. Lots of parking. You got electricity in some areas. Public restrooms. We did run out of some porta potties. There was like two porta potties put in a very convenient location, and that's what everyone went to. There were 6 out there, but 2. I mean, so we had to call Kyle Irwin.
He's awesome.
With you'll see his Kyle Irwin trucks everywhere. He rushed out 2 more porta potties and emptied the 2 that were getting full. Even though we had some public restroom stuff that they were just hard to find in the middle of the crowd. So, anyways, that was a great event. That's all I really wanted to say about that. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it and had a good time. That was just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff about what was going on. It was all good stuff. What else we got, guys?
Cooper?
No, I mean, that's all I have on that. But I think it's just a powerful thing. You get people out there, get people together. That's what we've all been craving. We've been missing out on that for a year and a half now. So there's the power of getting people together and the power of music and community. And it maybe some people took it for granted once before, but it makes me super happy. I wish I would have been here to be a part of it. But I was off on my travels doing some work, but you guys held down the fort out here, and we got some great footage that Michael and Gage Rigger got too. So be expecting a little highlight reel video from that event.
Hopefully today or tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would be, so cool.
Yeah.
Got the sunset. Oh, I can't say enough good things.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep. That's all I got, guys. This has been another short and sweet podcast. We've had a lot of great feedback, but we wanted to knock this one out before we left on our trip.
Yeah, but I do want to say I just have such a great feeling about our company. It's snowballing to me. It seems like
it is.
We have good intentions, and we just want to serve everyone, and it's just such a great snapshot of this is the beginning of something.
We're here to take care of other
Great.
people. We're here to serve our brands that work with us. And when you put that out there as a quality, genuine product or service, it's kind of amazing how quickly it's growing, to be honest.
Like I told you at lunch, I got nervous. There were so many people that came up to me on Saturday saying, "We're going to use you. We're going to use your services. We need your services." And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
She's anxious because we need to hire a few more people.
Let's talk about that. Let's put that out there.
Yeah.
I mean, our biggest need is somebody that really knows social media management and posting.
A/B testing.
A/B
if
testing.
You know it, come talk to us about
Absolutely.
Sponsored ads, things that will give brands the exposure that they're paying us to get. Yes, we're really good at the raw and real and organic in posting and getting engagement, but there's believe it or not, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more on the back end with sponsored and A/B testing. And we are going to put that out there on this podcast right here, right now. Come to us, reach out to us and say, hey, I'm a guy, I'm a gal that has experience in this, and I'm willing to help you guys out. Or, of course, it's a job and we're going to pay you. And I think we're going to have 5 new employees in the next year. Without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. The way things are going right now, I think that's an easy goal to hit, I would say.
And that's to serve our clients. We're only hiring these people because we have people that need our services.
Yeah.
People want our services. And so what if we go nationwide?
Yeah, nationwide, and we want quality though too. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep that quality that we're given. So absolutely come reach out to us, and let's get you on board and go through our levels of training along with what already. And this will be a great gig for anyone who wants to kind of work remotely, have a level of freedom, time and flexibility. I work out of a coffee shop for a long time until this, so you know what I mean.
Absolutely.
Like that could be your life.
All those guys are missing you. You know that, right?
I haven't seen
I
them.
think I saw a missing sign down there at Trinity.
Yeah, I would not surprise me if there's a missing sign up, but I haven't been in hanging
or
out.
locality either.
No, I haven't.
I went there on Thursday. Have you seen Cooper?
Yeah.
Is he okay?
I know it, man.
He's just busy.
Yeah, busy. Also, real quick, while we're on this, speaking of hiring people, I don't know the first podcast that we did, all of our people joining in and watching this right now. If you watched the first one, you saw a guy floating around in the background with a camera. That's Reed Edgman, and we hired him basically on the spot the other day. Yeah, because he's been a lifesaver and a blessing for me doing all these video projects and just getting certain things out. expect there's a really cool mini documentary about to come out that I'm super proud of. I
Oh.
got tears at the end of it, chills and tears at the end of watching this. Like it felt so good because a lot of it was my footage, and then Reed's edit with it, and then Will and Kirsten Wright from the Wright House Arts down over here up the square. Like it means so much to me, and this is just going to be a really special documentary. And it's a mini doc, and it's going to be short and sweet, but super beautiful. So be expecting that because that was just a Reed stepped in to help me with that. He's been out getting B-roll for the Decatur ISD video we
now
put together.
We're working on two. Or you're working on 2 documentaries.
Yes, yep, we are. We've got
You-
to.
Just launch
Do
another.
we need to?
I say we get contracted.
Yeah, let's.
So we have a big announcement to make for sure.
Yeah,
But
there's
let's
a-
get that contract and get that settled in. But that's going to be cool, and it's going to happen. We're in. I mean,
Yeah.
we're
and
not
it's going to
not
involve
backing out
the
on it.
community.
Oh, it's just
Oh,
They're
it's going to
gonna
be a
love
big
it.
time. This is going to be a big time thing for the community, and I just can't wait to get that rolling. But I just wanted to give Reed Edgman a shout.
He's
He's
so
been
awesome.
killing it. He's studied film at UNT. He's a Decatur local dude.
Oh, he's into Decatur history.
His Decatur is history. He loves the arts and the history just around here, locally in Decatur itself. So he's been a huge asset. He's going to be. You're going to see his face a lot. So get used to him.
Yeah, I was walking around the square on late on Friday. I think it was Friday. Let me think here, but one second. Let me
What
think.
is it today?
I don't even know.
I don't even
What's
know what
happening?
today is.
It might have been Friday. It was late in the day, 7+ p.m. And my family's in town and in-laws, and my brother-in-law from Boston. And he was just taking a walk around the square because he was here editing. And Michael, I think you were here still probably too, doing a podcast for somebody. I don't remember exactly what it was, but Reed Edgman was out walking just to take a break because he had to get creative juices going in to come back and finish editing. I think he was working on the Louisiana project.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Louisiana project. He helped me out with that edit because I just needed the help. I was up in Pennsylvania doing that, and that's what he does. And I'm the same way. Like he whenever he needs a break, he's not trying to force it because he wants to produce high quality stuff. And just when you get bogged down and tired, you start slipping, and you get careless with things. He stands up. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go take a walk. So he goes and takes a walk, and
I'm a big
about
fan of that.
15 minutes later, he
too.
comes back in and just starts plugging away at it again. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, we have created something, and it all starts with our team members. I mean, Michael Eaton has been around me for 3 years now, and Michael is. I mean, what'd you tell him? What'd you explain to Dave Duvier earlier? You said he's the.
Oh, look, yeah. So you're basically he's like, so what does Michael do? And Michael, you weren't there, you didn't see all this, but I was like, Michael's our utility guy, man. Like if you think of like football teams, like
Mhm.
or even baseball teams that have guys that play multiple positions, like Michael's the dude that does like all things media. Like he helps run our podcast. He does a fantastic job with that. He helped get this studio straightened out and organized and ready to go.
We were ready
Um,
to go live tonight with 2 different camera angles.
Oh, today was going to be huge. for you.
Pre-recorded
Mhm.
video, and just to make that all happen on Facebook Live.
Yeah, but he does
did
it all. He makes flyers and graphics, and he's even editing and shooting some videos and doing some editing for us too.
Mhm.
So he kind of does it all, and I'm super grateful and happy to have Michael around here. We wouldn't be operating at this level without him. For sure.
Stop in the Branded Film and Media studio and come get a flat or a card that he's created for our pricing for our podcast. So he
Yeah.
created the pricing sheet based on what it costs to do a podcast right here, right now, and set up that service. So if you have to schedule a podcast or communicate how that works, Michael's your guy on that one too.
Yeah. And we have a little light that says live recording. So when we do record, we're going to switch that on. So if you're walking by, you know that someone's in here recording.
Yes,
Heck yeah.
Michael, that's a
Pretty
shout
awesome.
out to you, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks a
Great.
lot,
Thank
man.
you
We
so
appreciate
much.
you. Super grateful for you.
Sally and Beverly got here, and all the mics were on, headphones, everything was ready to go. They
That's
just
just the way it needs to be.
took a sip of water, sat down, and we recorded. Thanks to Michael, because it's not easy
so
getting
good.
all this going.
We are going to build a culture that is inviting, and we love our staff and love each other. And if
Yeah.
it's not that way, we need to shut it down.
Because
So
Beverly, she's done she's a celebrity. She's done so many podcasts, and she said this was her ultimate favorite.
what?
That she just
man.
she
Ooh.
sat down.
What?
Dang.
Everything was ready to go. It was so comfortable, and
You
I
hear
said,
that,
"Well,
Michael?
that's because that guy right there."
Michael, I can't
Props.
point this way where he is, but thank you so much, man. So
Great.
appreciate you. All right,
Great.
guys.
Oh, and I want to say one more thing. As we're growing, our clients, they are so wonderful, and just be patient with us as we're implementing these teams and training. And I just, I don't want anyone to feel left out. We're trying to communicate the best that we can, but we're also going to make sure that we have time for our families, for exercising. Who worked out last week?
Not me.
Not
me.
I. No.
Michael
no.
did. Don't
Michael,
rub it in.
come on, Michael. Dang.
Michael, you
we
need a
just-
microphone.
We want to. I just want to be adamant that we have to take care of our families and ourselves first before we can take care of anyone and do it well. So we're going to organize our schedules and calendars.
That's one thing we're going to use on this Montana trip is time together as a team to hammer out not only a to-do list, but organizational structures of the growth that's coming.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we
'Cause
have
if
to
we
get
don't,
it.
we have to do that this week.
That's right. Foundation. Let's build the foundation. Get some good solid
Yeah,
infrastructure.
good things. They're on the way.
Cool.
More than they already are. I mean, it's like a dream already.
Yeah.
You think anybody's going to listen to this one all the way through?
I don't know. We kind of we
Oh,
went with it.
I do have a little Dakota. She's been watching. She's a little
Oh.
girl in elementary, and she's
Oh.
never listened to podcasts, and she's listened to everyone. So shout out to
Oh
Dakota.
man.
Yeah, same thing with my daughters. They just, Rosie and Lucy just think that anything I do is like the coolest thing. I was like, I'm getting teary eyed because
Mm.
Rosie was watching me at the food truck challenge, and she was in emotional. She was asking me questions about like, Daddy, now what are you doing here? Why are you doing this? And like, why do you know everybody? Why are you not? Basically, why are you doing this? What? And she was trying to figure it out, and I was like creating like I was just everything I said. Well, here's what we're doing. Here's what we're trying to do. Here's why we're doing it. Here's how I know them. Here's why I showed them. Here's why I hugged them. Here's why back end stuff and just we can create leaders as a family and a community, and that's my biggest thing is like create these kids to be leaders. Like
Yeah.
they're going to have to take over our towns and our
Yeah.
communities and
Next-
our jobs one day. Like
Yeah.
let's start right now.
Next week, I want to have our kids in here, even
That's
if it's
that's
chaotic
awesome.
and not
It will
perfect.
be chaotic.
But as a snapshot, we made
We may
these
do
awesome
like 5 camera
humans.
angles just to keep up with them.
I know it.
But
No.
my kids don't think what I do is cool because they're old. But my oldest,
Mac,
my youngest, he
Danny, come
actually
on, punch
said
'em.
no. I mean, the last I don't know 5 weeks, they've both given me some major compliments. Like, Mom, we're hearing a lot about your company from our high school. And Mac, who, unfortunately, both their parents have podcasts. Eric has his own, and I was like, is that annoying that both parents have? And he's like, no. And Max said, I listened to it and it didn't suck. I was like,
Oh, man.
Nice, and it didn't suck. All right.
Your
Yeah.
brother-in-law came up to me as well.
oh, Brad.
Yeah, Brad said, Kaysen, I listened to it. It's good.
And
Oh, man,
why?
it's
I was like,
awesome.
why are people listening? We're
Yeah, it's
just
good. He said,
talking."
My
But they
mother
are.
said it's good.
Wow.
I mean, people are, I don't know. Josh Taylor. he's-
Jersh.
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 If you're on Twitch, it's Jersh.
How do you
What is
spell that?
Twitch?
Oh, Marie.
Marie.
Marie has a world.
Oh
I
man.
don't want to see it. I
Yeah,
don't need
it's a brand new platform that we're about to jump on. No, it's a live streaming platform. It was founded for gamers
Oh.
to live stream their games. And anyway, so Jersh is on that, but he's a phenomenal
Oh.
electric guitar player.
And just entertainer when he's behind the
super
scenes.
entertaining. He's just great.
He saw it.
Yeah.
And he,
What do you think?
goes, he saw me at the food truck challenge. He said, Kaysen is, good. Y'all are doing good things. Good job. It's good. And I don't know what makes it good, guys.
don't
Just
Yeah,
like we're gonna keep doing
do
what
we
makes
need
us
to-
going, but like
Thank you for watching.
Like
and
doing, yeah,
listening.
thanks for watching. We appreciate it. But
Yes, thanks for
let
the
us
shit.
know what's
Yeah.
good. But that's a
we-
big thing though. Like we want to know like what works for you guys so that we can continue bringing the value.
yeah.
So if you don't mind like leaving a comment wherever this is at, to say, hey, we like to see this and this
Or-
type of content.
Yeah, or if you think so and so would be a good guest, let us know.
Yeah.
We're not closed to anyone coming on here.
We're not trying to do what everybody else is doing either. I don't think we are. I think that maybe that's what's good about us on this podcast is that we're not replicating some of the bigger podcasts that are out there. We're just, hey
Yeah.
guys, as a team, let's make our podcast and let's have a conversation.
Yeah.
And it's
And we've had multiple people try to sponsor, and as
Yeah, let's open
organic
that up,
reach,
because
I just also want to make it so it's not adsy. Those podcasts where they do all the sponsors at first, I just fast forward through every single
Yeah.
Yeah.
one.
Well, this
so
one-
I wanted. I want to entertain the thought of sponsors, but I also want to brainstorm on our trip to keep
How does
this
that work?
organic.
it's all about giving the value back to the person
Yeah.
that's donating the money for us to tell their name. So
Yeah, but I want them to keep listening.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're not going
I think that the way that we have kind of put out, you know, just our clients and certain businesses that we have mentioned on here, just by organically talking about it. Like I think that's a good
Mhm.
way to do it. But it's not too adsy. Let's not get on and, hey, check out this.
Ooh, come shop
Hey,
here.
Come
We
shop
go.
here.
Branded
'cause
Film
this-
Media here.
Yeah.
25% off with
This
this
is-
code.
Branded FM powered by somebody today. I don't
Cooper
know.
really
you know,
likes Body Armor water.
Yeah, they should sponsor.
I'm
I
gonna
do.
laugh so hard the day
Get
that
your
happens.
alkaline water.
Alkaline water, Body Armor from Quick Trip.
That's right, from Quick Trip. $4, 2 for $4.
Yeah, I
Oh.
like the Fit Aid Focus Aids.
Oh, yeah,
I
see.
hammer those every day.
I like those too.
I just like water in a glass bottle that I
Yeah.
use again. So
Here's an idea. If Body Armor is listening to this right now, thanks for tuning in, but I have an idea. How about you do the bulk? Like, you know how, like, what is it? The Sparkles or Sparklets, whatever, has like the large containers? Like, I
Stop
want-
making you
I-
buy the individual ones.
Yeah, I don't want to buy the individuals. Like,
Yeah.
let's put one in our office. Let's put just a big,
Oh, like the.
oh,
yeah, you know, like the water hangout
Okay,
at all the offices.
let's
But that
put a
should be like a Body Armor.
What about this? What about this competition? What about Wizard Wells Crazy Water?
Oh, yeah,
ooh, I
that's good
love
stuff,
Wizard
too.
Wells.
Hey, Wizard Wells?
Wizard Wells
you're
Crazy
closer.
Water. You're
Mhm.
right up the road down. I mean, they deliver. You
Do they
can buy
have
it
the
at
big
IG.
bulk ones? Do they have the
Yes.
big ones?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. I'm down for that. Unless
Which
Body Armor
number
wants
do
to
you
come in.
like? 'Cause
I like
there's 1, 2,
3.
3, 4.
3 on
Yeah.
Wizard Wells
Yeah,
Crazy
I went
Water.
hard with 4. I was like, wow.
Do you like 4?
I mean, I felt a little boost.
It's
From the
got so much
minerals.
more minerals and actual substance flavor to it. And then they have a number 3, which is like their higher
Mhm.
percentage of that, and then 2 is something, and 1
Yeah,
is
one
extremely
extremely.
filtered.
Yeah.
So my entrepreneurial brain is working, and so now I want to create my own branded film and media alkaline water. So
Well, but yeah,
Gosh,
Let's do
can
it.
it come in
Let's
a
go.
glass bottle, please?
maybe,
Okay.
but we'll definitely have the large ones. As people,
I
could-
can at least
businesses
get
could
you
put
the
in their office.
labels that put branded on it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Hey, give us a shout out. Do you like our name, Branded Film and Media? Because I do.
Yeah.
Everybody like
Do.
Branded?
Branded film and media. Do you like that? Let us know.
And I really like the logo. I like the colors.
See it behind me right here? It used to be really good at pointing because it's opposite
Mhm.
right there. That's from doing so many selfies. You know,
Yeah,
see
got
this
it.
house right here? See
Oh,
this?
I loved your report on the green screen with the.
Those are getting
I mean,
ridiculous. I think I have to keep going now.
And then Cooper stood in. And
He wouldn't even. I didn't even. That wasn't even intentional. He just
and
jumped
the,
in.
And the lightning, because when you start talking real estate, our brains shut off and we kind of, you know.
Exactly.
he
That's.
just stood there like, mhm,
Mhm,
mhm.
mhm,
Yeah, well, yeah,
mhm.
that was trying to. So he had done one take prior, and I thought it might take him to get a. You know, Kason usually is like kind of he can be a one hit wonder. He's done this so often now that he can just get it out. But I just wanted to mess with him, so I
That is
just in the second take I just ran and jumped, and he went with it.
Yep.
and it-
And then the little lightning bolts that got
Yeah.
me.
I said, Michael, get emojis on there, please. Emojis.
Good job, Michael.
yeah.
All right,
Cool.
guys, let's end it and get back
Okay,
to work.
love y'all. Let's go to Montana.
All right,
There we
we're
go.
leaving tomorrow, 7 a.m. No, we're leaving at 5 a.m.
Leaving here at 5 a.m. Our flight's at 7 a.m.
Mhm.
and we'll be back late on Thursday night.
That's right.
I'm going to send this out of here, okay?
All right, send us
Do
out.
it.
Thank you again for joining the Branded Film and Media podcast out of our Branded Film and Media studio in Decatur, Texas. Guys, thank you for joining. We appreciate the love and the support. Thank you to our team. Thank you for our community. We're out.